All right, all you beautiful people out there in the social land of YouTube and TikTok, my movie fans, my friends, all you guys. How you doing? You doing good? All right, good. So, for today, we're gonna go back a while. Like I said in some of the earlier videos, this is a time of year where there's not really a lot available unless you're a horror fan, which I do like some horror movies, but it's kind of just a dead zone of any kind of new movies coming out to theaters, and so rewatching is more of an option for now. So we're going back to probably 2006, I believe it was. It was a movie starring Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know why I said it like that. It's just an Italian sounding name. Don't know. Anyway, Leo, as we'll call him for this review, is in this one, and it's called Blood Diamond. Look, man, this is the movie. This is the movie that I actually became a Leo fan. All right, up until this point, he had kind of made, decent movies. He's extremely popular back in the mid to late '90s for like being in Titanic, the teenage heartthrob type role. But I gave this movie a chance, and he is awesome in it, okay? He had been in some other stuff prior to this that I was familiar with, but this one made me a fan. And it's called Blood Diamond. All right, a lot of people might not, didn't really care for it, but for me, it was good. It was his first real foray, if you will, into the action. Well, still considered a drama, but for me, it was more of an action type role. He gets to play this South African, and that's right. He gets to kind of, dabble with an accent in this one, and he does a good South African accent. He does pretty good, Drew. That accent there, pretty good, Drew. And he smokes a lot, so he asks for cigarettes quite a bit. How about scoring us a loo, eh? Anyway, so yeah, sorry for that. Had to. Anyway, so yeah, he does a pretty decent South African accent, as I was saying. And like I said, he gets to play a character in this movie. Up until this point, he had never really played. Former military, mercenary, which is now, he's left the mercenary world kind of behind, and more or less, he is trying to be a smuggler, trying to do something maybe not as dangerous and violent. It's still dangerous, but not as much killing, as he was when he was a mercenary. But anyway, it's also got Djimon Hounsou. I think I'm saying it right. He was in Gladiator, and he's been just in a swarm of other stuff. Great actor, good actor. And he plays this local village fisherman whose son and himself wind up taken captive by this band of African guerrilla militia type group, rebels or something like that along that line. And so he winds up working a mine, sort of like, digging and stuff like that as a prisoner. And he finds this really huge honking stone, like diamond, and it's called a blood diamond because it's kind of pink. And anyway, winds up hiding it, escaping, and Julio winds up finding about it, and of course it piques his interest because his character is very out for himself, very material, very much out for the money and nothing else. He wants a way out of Africa, and this for him is his way to take advantage of this fisherman and sort of help him be free of any kind of situation. And in turn, the fisherman, look, all he wants is his son back. He's a family man. I can appreciate that as one myself. He just wants his kid back. He could care less. He knows he's probably being used by Leo's character, but, it's one of them things where he's like, he'll go along with it. Anyway, really good action. Some great shots, scenes that are shot really good. Like I said, it was just a really good movie. I mean, it's got some very powerful themes. It's emotional in parts. It kind of brings to the spotlight the whole African diamond scene that was going on during this time. conflict diamonds. African conflict diamonds. That was the word I was looking for. Anyway, so yeah, really cool movie. Like I said, it came out in 2006, so it is technically an oldie for some of you young pups, but for me, I don't know, 2006 doesn't feel like it's been that far back. It was nominated for some Oscars, so it did get some critical attention, which was kind of weird because most of the movies I like, usually critics don't like, and most of the ones they like, I don't like. So we kind of come together on this one, I guess. Pretty good movie, like I said, though. Really good. After this, he sort of filmed some similar type stuff, found his niche. You know, he had The Departed, Inception, even further down the line, The Revenant. So he's sort of, I don't know, his evolution as an actor sort of, you know, he evolved into this more mature, rough and tumble type leading man, I think, after this sort of movie. So yeah, Blood Diamond. It's a little on the long side. I want to say it's a little over 2 hours, and it is rated R. I'm sorry, guys. I know I tend to rate and view movies that are not. I'm gonna try to put more kid-friendly movies on here. Okay, sorry. Anyway, so yeah, it's rated R for a reason, not for the kiddos, and you can find it. I do believe. Well, I'm not sure. I need to check my stuff, I guess, but I think it's on HBO Max. It's Warner Brothers, and they usually have Warner Brothers, and they got a lot of Leo movies on there, so I'd be safe to bet it's on HBO Max for free. If not, you can find it on Apple, Vudu, Amazon, anywhere you can buy or rent digital movies. You can find it on there, and it's relatively cheap because, like I said, it's a little older. I want to say I seen it on Vudu for sale a couple days ago, so that might be an option. And it is a good movie. It's worth it. I mean, it's got some gritty, realistic sort of violence and some scenes that are maybe a little upsetting, but it's a good movie. Trust me on that. You know, if you're a big Leo fan, try it out. I think you'll like it. Blood Diamond. As always, folks, this has been my opinion. Opinions are like butts. Everybody's got one. You know the rest. Some of them stink. Bye.
It came from the heart of the earth. A stone so rare, men will do anything to possess it. And all who touch it are left with blood on their hands.
That diamond is my ticket out of this God-forsaken continent.
So what are you? Smuggler?
You're a journalist. Some tell me you're here to make a difference, huh?
And you're here to make a buck?
You know, in America it's bling bling, but out here it's bling bang. Where did you bury it? The only reason you're still alive is because you haven't told anyone where it is.
You will find it for me.
My son! Papa! Where is my son?
What if I helped you find your family? That makes us partners!
I am not your partner!
You're using him.
I'm using him, and you are using me, and this is how it works.
You're gonna steal this diamond.
I am his father! I must go find him!
You gonna show us where it's hidden?
That diamond's the only chance he has of getting his son back.
What if I wanted to go with you?
Hold on!
I don't give a damn who's down there. Kill them all!
Give it to me.